They've been through the grind, right? They've been through the weekly preparation, the game planning, the practices, and then going out on that field and competing against some of the best competition in the country. You feel good that those guys understand what it takes each and every day to get themselves ready to compete at the highest level. So, you lean very heavily on that experience. Rob Hainsey, obviously 2-year starter, Tommy Kramer, now Liam with a year under his belt. Banks came in halfway through the season, the Navy game. He's done extremely well. So, this is a unit that's been meshing and doing very well together. They understand, the defenses, this calls, and they're feeding off of one another. And as we continue to work through our game plan for Louisville, I see a lot of progress out of this group.
Jeff, how much of a priority was it for you to have Jared come in there at center so you guys knew what your 5 was coming out of spring, going into the summer, and into camp?
It's one of the things that I said to these guys. I said, if your best 5 players are all tackles, then 2 are going to play guard, 1's going to have to learn how to play center. And I said, Jared, that's you. And so, he embraced it. And one thing about Jared, he's got such a, positive attitude about the game himself and wanting to contribute to this football team. And he knew that, once Sam graduated, and then, and obviously with Trevor and Colin Grunhard, Trevor Rulin and Colin, we needed Jared to step in there and help us. He's a big kid, physical, smart. He likes being inside. He's got those 2 big guards next to him, and then being out on the edge with those defensive ends. But really pleased with his mindset, his willingness to do whatever it takes to help our football team be successful.
Coach Kelly said running the football is going to be very important for you guys. How have you seen the offensive line do in that aspect of run blocking and coming together and working on that?
Well, that's a priority, but the most important thing is that our guys are, blocking the plays that are called, regardless if it's a run play or a pass play or a screen play. Those are the 3 components of our offense, right? And, that's always going to be the mentality here at Notre Dame. We've seen it. We understand the importance of that. That's a priority for all of us to be able to, move people off the ball. And especially not only in the first quarter, second quarter, but how do you establish that run game and the mentality in the third and fourth quarter so you can finish games off in those 4-minute segments of the game. So, and you got to rely upon your ability to move people in 8- and 9-man boxes when they're trying to stop the run. And we feel strongly that we have the ability to do that.
How far along have your tackles, Liam and Robert, come from the start of last season, Michigan game, maybe not having the best game, and then progressing since then?
That was probably one of Liam's, toughest games, obviously. Competition was great, first start, but it was at home. And, what we found out of Liam was that he was able to be a student of the game, really look and take things, get in the film room, watch what he was doing, getting a better handle on, how defensive ends were playing it. And then I think as time continued to progress, he just got more and more comfortable at that left tackle position. Rob has been outstanding. He is as technically sound as any player I've coached. Very disciplined with his eyes, his body position, his hands, his feet. He's always in good position, and he brings the juice and the energy every day, and that's what you need to be a great player, and that's what